Good morning, Paula Dean. It is an honor for me to be here today to talk about Philadelphia cream cheese and to be a part of the Real Women of Philadelphia contest. So today I am doing a take on the red velvet cake, which I am making a black velvet cake. My husband loves red velvet cake. So for his birthday, we did a takeoff on it, and we're doing a black velvet. Not only do we have cream cheese icing doubled, but we actually have cream cheese in the cake itself, so it makes it extra creamy and smooth. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with 4 ounces of cream cheese that we're going to mix in our mixer. We're going to add our sugar, which is 1.5 cups. Our 1 1/2 cup of canola oil. We're going to let that mix on medium, and then we're going to add our 2 eggs. When this is completely mixed, it will be a light lemon color. And this is the light lemon color that I'm talking about. You take 2 cups of flour in a separate mixing bowl. You add 1/2 cup of dark cocoa powder plus 2 tablespoons. You add 1 teaspoon of soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. And I take a spatula and I incorporate this together really well, because we're going to mix up our liquid and then we're going to do dry, wet, dry into our egg mixture. We have here 1/2 cup of buttermilk. We have 1 teaspoon of instant coffee, 1 teaspoon of vinegar, which is all traditional to a red velvet cake, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and black food coloring is optional. You can again add a 1/2 ounce or a whole ounce of food coloring, because food coloring is traditional in a red velvet cake. That's what makes it red. So we're taking off on the black, so we're using the black food coloring, and it's going to be gorgeous. The contrast between the black cake and the white Philadelphia cream cheese is just gorgeous. So we're going to incorporate this into the egg mixture, starting off with our dry, our wet, and ending with dry. The third part, or the third step to our black velvet cake, is the icing. And what makes this cake so yummy is the fact that we double the icing. And again, that's the only reason my husband eats cake, is to eat icing. So the first thing you'll need to do is you'll need to toast 2 cups of pecans and lightly toast them. We will need 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, and we're going to start creaming those now. We are going to add in a 1/2 stick of butter, a 1/2 stick of margarine. We're going to make sure this creams together really well. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. We're going to turn down our mixer on low, and we are going to add either 2 boxes or 6 cups of powdered sugar. Slowly. Our cream cheese icing is ready to go, and what I like to do is take an offset spatula. I like to put a dab of the cream cheese icing on a paper round. I like to invert my cake layers, and then I infuse. This is what's so neat about this cake, is that we're going to infuse it with coffee. What I have done is brewed a cup of coffee, added 2 teaspoons of sugar. And so this will help to make our cake moist. So I'm just going to lightly drench the cake, each layer, with a little bit of coffee before I add my cream cheese. You will want to work with your icing by pushing it to the sides, from the center to the sides. And it's not going to matter on the bottom layer if you get a few crumbs, because it is not going to be seen. This icing makes enough icing to ice the in between the layers and the sides. But I really like to show just the icing between the layers and on the top. Take your toasted pecans and sprinkle them in between the layer. And repeat with your other 2 layers. Again, infusing it with coffee. Again, we're going to take our pecans and sprinkle on the top of the second layer and our third layer. Our last and final layer, we're going to smooth our cream cheese carefully over the top, being careful not to pick up any of the crumbs. Working from the center to the sides, all the way around. Putting our pecans on the top. This is what your finished product should look like, your black velvet cake. And again, the thing that makes it so pretty is the contrast between the black and the white cream cheese and the black cake. And it's a gorgeous cake, and it is absolutely delicious.